Hey Cameron, I have a problem. I have a tendency to tie my self-worth to my productivity and how much I'm able to get done. And this applies to everything. It applies to me around the house, to my career and my job, the amount of additional projects I take on, the amount of businesses that I've started, all of that. But we'll get back to that in a second. First, I got some new tattoos. This was my alligator that had already been started, and we finished the shading on that. And then we started on my octopus right here. I've got the raven, and then the Komodo dragon, and there's going to be a snake down here, and then we're going to figure out how we're going to fill in everything else and make it a full sleeve. Got that done yesterday. Rather, I got that done Saturday, not yesterday. But it leads me to an interesting thing. My journey to deciding to get this sleeve. So I've liked tattoos my whole life. Since I was a kid, I have enjoyed tattoos and thought that they were really cool and a really neat form of expression and stuff like that. And as you know, our mother regularly said, you shouldn't get tattoos until you're 25 and your brain's fully developed and you can make those decisions for the rest of your life. So I kind of on brand for me, got multiple tattoos before I was 25, but the ones that I got, I made sure to keep kind of where they would be covered just by wearing a short sleeve shirt. And that was kind of my MO for a while. And then after I turned 25, probably around 27-ish, I started really thinking about I really want to get a full sleeve, and I was thinking about what I wanted it to be. And I have a very, very deep love for animals and wanted to do kind of a sleeve with a bunch of my favorite animals on it. So I started really brainstorming which ones would I want to include, started looking up examples and stuff like that. And I found a tattoo artist that I really liked. And that tattoo artist was booked up because she was excellent down in Jacksonville, and I waited for about a year and a half for her books to open. By the time I found her, she had been backed up from COVID and everything, so I had been waiting for it. But then she said that she had to stop tattooing because she had developed I think carpal tunnel or something like that in her hand. And then we moved up to Indiana, and I was I told Jasmine, I was I really want to get my sleeve, and I started looking at artists around here. And I found one whose work I loved and was fantastic. So anyway, long story short, October is when I had my first appointment with her, and I've been going to her every maybe month to 2 months, kind of adding on and working on stuff. And I enjoy getting tattooed, which is kind of weird because it flies in the face of my traditionally productive way of thinking, where getting a tattoo is not a uniquely productive thing. It's a creative thing, but it doesn't have a revenue stream attached to it. Obviously, it costs quite a bit of money. It's very much the opposite. It's not productive in any of your typical ways. And even when you're getting a tattoo, I'm literally just laying there on a table for 2 to 3 hours while somebody is coloring on me with needles. But I enjoy that. It gives me some time to actually decompress, think. I'm not watching anything. I'm not doing anything. I don't have anything else I can be doing because I'm just I'm laying there, and that's all. It's a good reset for me, in addition to, just liking tattoos and liking the artwork and expression that comes along with them. Anyway, so my therapist has been trying to tell me that it's unreasonable for me to hold myself to the expectations that I'm going to do 20 different things and be fantastic at all 20 of those things. So yeah, I'm trying to work through that and realize that I don't have to do 20 different things. If I do choose to do 20 different things, I have to be okay with the fact that I'm going to be all right but not great at most of those 20 different things, or I can specialize in a few things and be really, really good at those. So that's kind of my current internal battle, is trying to figure out how to manage that. So that's fun. On to part 3 of this video. As you've noticed, I'm sure there have been back-to-back Alex videos, which means we unfortunately missed a Cameron video on Friday, and that means I have to punish you. Because this is a first offense, the punishment will not be severe. You just have to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for one of your meals. Sounds easy, but here's how you're gonna make it. You're gonna have your bread and you're gonna put jelly on. The peanut butter is where we're gonna switch it up a little bit, because you're not gonna have traditional peanut butter. What you're gonna use is regular butter and circus peanuts, those garbage candies. The orange absolute shit candies that nobody, those circus peanuts. So your sandwich is gonna contain butter, regular butter, jelly, and circus peanuts. I don't care how you put the circus peanuts on. You can put them on whole, you can cut them into strips, you can dice them up, you can puree them with the butter, which, doesn't sound great. Whatever you do with them, you just need to put the circus peanuts on the sandwich, and then you have to eat the whole sandwich. I recommend not right before bed, because that's a lot of sugar.